Let's create my new YouTube studio together. Quick disclaimer, this video is going to be very different from everything you've seen on this YouTube channel. I've not posted on this channel for a while now, and that is because I moved house and I've not really had the chance to create this setup we're going to create together over here. I was finally able to settle on the look I wanted to have for my YouTube channel, but unfortunately I had to move house. So yeah, we're going to create this together today. I'm going to take you along. I want you to understand my thought process, how I think when I'm putting these things together, every component I have as part of my YouTube setup. There's one important question that I've been trying to answer for the past few months in relation to this new YouTube studio we're going to create here, and that is if I want this setup to be a replica of what I had in my old place, if I want it to be dramatic, or if I want it to be very bright. I've still not been able to answer that question yet, but we're going to create a setup anyway. We're going to see what we're going to create in the end. If you're watching this video, that means obviously we're done creating the setup, and yeah, I'm not going to show you what the end's going to be like. You'd have to skip to the end for it, but why would you skip to the end when you could just stay along and understand how I think when I'm putting these things together? This is C-Log 3 Cinema Gamut, and then I color grade it to get this look right here. I'm going to show you today every component I have as part of my YouTube setup, why I use it, and maybe put a link down below where you can get it from in case you decide you want to get it for yourself. If you have any questions, ask me down in the comment section below, and yeah, let's get created. I'm going, my knees. I've got this sit stand desk from Wayfair. It's automatic, it's got 3 settings, and I got it in white. Before we do anything, let's clear the table. I like to see how things are going to come together quite early. I'm going to clean the table as well. MacBook's going to be here. So I like to have my MacBooks in my setups. Probably going to have it to the side like that. We're going to mount our camera first and decide on what lens we want to use. So I've got a Canon RF50 1.2 and I've got the Canon R6 Mark II on here. I actually want a Manfrotto tripod, but it was very expensive, so I got this from Andor. It was still expensive, well over £100, but still cheaper than the Manfrotto tripods. What I like to do with my YouTube videos is use a DC adapter, is that what they call it? The one you plug in instead of the battery. This was a cheap one that I got from Amazon. I think they've got one for almost every camera out there. At least almost every semi-professional or professional camera. This one is from Gone 9. Must be cutting corners when you buy so many camera equipment. One of these days I'm going to make a video on YouTube and I'm going to talk about how the brands do not really matter. Because sometimes we've got some big brands, big name brands trying to sell you some stuff that are very expensive. Sometimes you could get very cheap alternatives. I'm going to have it all the way back here, as far back as I can get it. And then we're going to plug this one in, obviously. Let's get some SD cards as well. Oh, and the memory card I'm using is from Lexa 256. It's a V30. Move this forward. We're going to try and have it in the middle first. Somewhere here. We need to make sure the camera is level and see how it's going to look. Not bad, not bad. Let's go back and check just to make sure. I like to have my laptop in the frame and see how much of it we got in the frame. Maybe something like that. That is good. And I like to have my plant in the frame as well. If you remember the old setup that I had the plant in it. So I'm going to have to bring the plant here. It's downstairs, so I'm going to bring it. I'm going to have this one out of frame like that. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Getting old, my knees hurt going up the stairs. So we're going to try with the Grimes Beauty Dish. And I would have loved the C stand, but I'm trying to see first if I can get away with a normal light stand. Because if I can get away with a normal light stand, then I don't need to, because a C stand takes space, you see. Because if I have it here, it's close enough to not have it in the frame. Yes. This is going to be our rim light. It's going to be my hair light. What if I had it from here? We can see the light right outside the frame. I'm just going to take it up a bit. I want this to be right in the middle. Right, team dramatic, we're getting there. So I can be here and I could have this light right outside like that. I feel like I want the video to be a bit more roomy. I love how it's coming together, guys. I love it. We got this light, we got that light. Now we need to set up the gobo. I think when I'm done with this video, I need a massage therapist when I'm done with this video, because listen, I am tired. Gobo, gobo everywhere. So we need a light stand first. And we need another light. There's a very cheap gobo being sold on Amazon. It's like £44. I'm gonna buy one and test it out. Just buying all these equipment can get expensive real fast. So this is the Neewer MS150C, the light I'm currently recommending for everybody. I'm not being paid by Neewer, by the way, but it's just a very fantastic light. Neewer, if you're seeing this, if you see this, pay me. Send me some lights so that I can review for you guys, Neewer. I've got 4 views and I'm talking about Neewer. Neewer, if you can see this, I'm gonna cut this part and send it to Neewer and say, hello Neewer. If you can see this, comes in the bag like this. It's got a carrying bag, which is good. Solid. Now we need to get the actual gobo. This is called an optical snoot. This is the gobo. Good. We're going to talk about cable management later. There is absolutely zero cable management going on here. Stand it back on. See what we have. We're still keeping everything out of frame beautifully. That is good. We're going to start building the scene. So this is the most interesting part. We're going to start by cutting off the light that's coming from here. We're going to cut it off by the blinds. Boom, light off. That's why I got blackout blinds. Right, we need to move the gobo to that side. I'm going to take this one out and throw it here. The gobo gotta come from here. Right, let's start. We need to turn this light off. Good. And we need to start building the scene. I like to test every light individually to make sure that I like what I see before I, because most people start with a key light. That's like what everybody does. Start with a key light and build it up. But I'm not going to do that today. We're going to start with something else. Let's start with something like the Hairlight. So it's going to be this one. Good. Can you see what I see? You see, the Hairlight is obviously lighting this space beautifully, but it's not touching our background. And that's what we want. This is going to be one very beautiful, dramatic setup. Let's sit down and see how the Hairlight is reacting in our scene. Beautiful, very beautiful. All right, let's test the gobo now. So I turn on the gobo and it's a bit to the side, so we move it to the middle because I like to have the gobo in the middle. And then the brightness down, and then I change the shape to this shape right here, which is what I had before. I love it. I love this shape. And then defocus the shape a little bit just to make sure it is not too sharp. And then if you can see up there, there is a light leak from there. That is from the Hairlight. Up until this point, I just felt like I wanted that leak out. I know it could look epic, but why not have it out? So I went to adjust the Hairlight, move the Hairlight up, the C stand that the Hairlight is on, just move the C stand up, and you can see that flare we're getting there has reduced. Yes, this is good. that light, we're gonna change the color. Let's try what we had before. The blue I used in my videos is 186. Like it. Good. Good. Now we can just throw in our key light and see what we have. Now you see, one thing I don't like with the key light is that the key light is filling my backlight a bit. It's not bad, but I prefer my background more dramatic. I can turn it to the side a bit, so like I'm feathering the light, like feathering it, so I don't have as much of it in the frame. I'm gonna test my 65cm softbox with a grid. This one doesn't have the honeycomb grid, so I cannot control the spill of light. I'm thinking if I have that softbox, I will be able to control the spill of light, and that would be beneficial. Now we're getting that dramatic look we set out to get. Very dramatic. I decided to set up my teleprompter at this point. This is the Elgato prompter, and it is my favorite teleprompter on the market right now. It is so amazing, it deserves its own video. And this is the color checker passport video 2. I use it to check my white balance and convert my videos to Rec 709. And this is just a cheap ND filter from KNF Concepts. It's the Nano Key series and it works beautifully. You could use a dynamic microphone like this for audio, or you could use a wireless microphone like I've got clipped to my attire right now. You could tuck it inside if you want, and you could use one of these as well. There's a Rode Video Mic NTG and it works beautifully as well. I've got this, so I'm gonna set it up properly. And I'm gonna have it to me like that. The thing is, this is not really heavy duty. Something like this, that's very neat. Let's open up GarageBand because that's what I use to record my audio. Create a new project, an empty project, and make sure I select input 1 because that's what I have my microphone connected to. Now let's test my lantern softbox to see how a bright look would look like if I was not going for dramatic. Okay. Interesting. I finally decided to switch to the Aputure Lightdome II because it is bigger than the Neewer 65cm softbox, but it will still give me that dramatic look that I set out to get. This is the Neewer RGB168, a soft panel light, and I'm going to use that to light the right side of my face, just to lift up the shadows a little bit. I don't know why I've been sleeping on this light because it's so soft, so beautiful. See the shine it's giving me here. It's very nice. One thing that it's doing though is, you know, I've got this softbox right here, right? The softbox is actually spilling a little bit onto the background, and that's why I've got this here to kind of fill in that shadows. There's a whole lot going on here, even though I've got a grid on. This one spills just a little bit of light to that side as well, so it kind of balances it. It's just beautiful how it's working here. But hey, love it. This is how the final setup is looking like. So let me quickly run you through everything I've got on here. I finally settled on this light modifier right here, and it's the Aputure Lightdome II. I've got a grid on it just to control the light spill on my face, so I'm not getting light spill into the background. When you're using white rooms, it can be a bit difficult to control the spill of light. Light is definitely going to spill on there, and I don't want that light spilling on that wall to bounce onto my background. And that is why I've got a reflector there to absorb any light that is coming out. This panel here is just here to fill in the shadows in my face. I've got a Neewer MS150C, very amazing light. It's an RGB light, so you obviously can change the color to any color you want. And I've got that attached to an ambitful optical snoot over here. Fantastic optical snoot as well. The light I'm using here is the SmallRig RC220B. Let me put the light on it. See? That's the SmallRig RC220B. 220 watt light. Amazing as well. This is another Neewer MS150C. I've got two of that. So I've got one in the gobo and I've got one as my hair light. That is just attached to a boom arm, a C stand over here. And I've got a standard reflector on it with a honeycomb grid just to control the spill of light. Again, I like controlling lights with grids. It's just beautiful. I got my MacBook here. Obviously I have my MacBook to the side because that's what I use to record my audio. Now let's talk audio. This is the Audio-Technica 2040 microphone. That's what I use to record my YouTube videos most of the time. I've got other microphones, but this is what I use most of the time. I've got that connected to a cheap boom arm. This was very cheap. I bought it on Amazon. It's attached here, clamped here, and I've got the XLR cable running all the way down there to my Scarlett 2i2. So I have it here just so I can directly monitor if it's speaking or not. I just push this laptop to the side while I'm filming, have the laptop, the MacBook in the frame, but also covering all of these that you have here. This one lives on my table permanently because that's the color checker that I use. Oh, I've got this here. Beautiful. So this is the Elgato pedal. Very beautiful. It's actually a nice addition to my setup. It helps me control scripts accurately and be able to read from scripts more naturally if I decide to read from scripts. This is living here. This is just a remote control to hit record, to start and stop recording. I don't use it anymore because I've got a tether cable from the camera. Let me show you. This is a tether cable from the camera running all the way to my computer. So with Canon EOS utility, I could just hit record and stop recording from there. I've got my shutter speed at 50, 1/50. I'm recording at 25 FPS IPB 4K UHD. ISO 800, aperture f1.2, and again shutter speed at 50. White balance is at 5600 Kelvin, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here. That's the color checker passport video too. Yeah, this side is for checking my white balance, and then this side is for setting my exposure, and that side is for converting from C-Log 3 Cinema Gamut to Rec 709. What's up, creative minds? I am Sir Angel and this is your photo chef. In this exciting video, I take you along as I create this beautiful YouTube setup that you can see over here. I've had people asking me how I create my YouTube videos, so I decided to bring you along while I create this beautiful YouTube setup. This is C-Log 3 Cinema Gamut, and then I color grade it to get this look right here. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. I know this was a long one, but if you're able to stick with me to the end, I'm pretty sure you learned some pretty cool tricks. So if you enjoyed this, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to this channel. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. I love answering your questions. If you have a video request as well, you can be sure to ask me down below. While I'm back, I can just add it to the list and I'll record it for you guys. Remember to keep smiling and stay creative. See you in the next video. Peace.